Hey guys, Boss Antelope 86 here, and I am back with another video today. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. There's been a lot going on, and for those who know me in real life, you know. And those who don't, then just ask people that, that do know what's been going on in my life. But anyways, besides that, I'm going to do a double prediction video, and it's another wrestling thing. And I know you guys are kind of sick of, all of the wrestling videos. I'm a big wrestling fan. I've been a wrestling fan for many, many years, and I will still love it till probably when I'm in the grave. So, with that in mind, I'm going to do two predictions. NXT Takeover Portland and AEW Revolution. I'm going to do Revolution first and then Portland, and I'm going to put my prediction as to which one might be better. So far, these are the matches for Revolution. The review is not until the 29th. So we're quite a while from there, and there are going to be changes, so I just might as well just do it now, so I won't do it later. So, we got Jake Hager versus Dustin Rhodes. This was announced Wednesday on Dynamite. This might be an okay match. It might be a power versus power match. Dustin being an obvious veteran, and Jake Hager being, this no good tough guy and all this stuff, the big muscle, the big hurt of the inner circle. This might be a good match. I get in the ring, especially at his age. My God, he is in his 50s, mid to late 50s, and he's still walking the way he is. That is amazing. Sorry for the bad lighting, by the way. I don't know how to. I don't know. I'm sorry for the bad lighting. There we go. That's a lot better. So yeah, this might be a good match because Hager, he's only been in the ring. He's never had a full match. So this is Hager's in-ring debut. So we'll see how this goes. Then we got for the AEW World Tag Team titles, we have Adam Hangman Page and Kenny Omega versus the winners happening next week. Page and Omega are going to defend their titles against the Lucha Brothers. And these are the participants for the Battle Royal. We got the Best Friends, Trent and Chuck Taylor. We got the Butcher and the Blade. We got the Dork Order, as Jim Cornette would say. Reynolds and John Silver. Hybrid 2, Angelico, Jack Evans. Jurassic Express, oh, thank God Marco Stunt's not in this. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn. Santana Ortiz. SoCal Uncensored, or SCU, Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian. Oh, the Strong Hearts are back. Okay, Strong Hearts, Shima and T-Hawk. Bucks, Nick and Mac Jackson. It's probably going to be, I don't want to say the Dark Order, because if it does, then that's going to be bad. It's either going to be SCU or Santana and Ortiz. If it's not going to be the Butcher and the Blade, because that's Hybrid 2, they haven't really been on a roll. Jurassic Express, it could, but I don't really see it. Strong Hearts, they haven't been mentioned at all. Young Bucks, that's too obvious of a, that's too obvious. Santana Ortiz, that could be a good match. Best Friends, that could be. Dark Order, I hope it isn't. So it could be possibly Best Friend Santana or Santana Ortiz or SoCal Uncensored. I'm going to have to go with Santana and Ortiz. So it's going to be Omega and Page against Santana or Ortiz. That's what I'm predicting. I think that maybe Omega and Page might retain, but if Santana and Ortiz win, then that might culminate in maybe a blow-off match between Page and Omega. But the thing is that in 2 weeks, Omega is going to face Pac in a Iron Man match. So that's going to be interesting. So we'll have to see. Who knows? But this is the night, in my opinion. If not, then I don't know what. Because the build's there, the match needs to happen. So, we got MJF, Maxwell, Jacob Friedman, I think it's Friedman? Yeah, I think that's how it's pronounced, versus Cody. Match is phenomenal. Now, if Cody manages to defeat Wardlow in a steel cage next week on Dynamite, then the match will happen. So the stipulation is, can't touch MJF. Cody has to receive 10 lashings, and he has to defeat Wardlow in the steel cage. And if that happens, the match at Revolution is on. So, this will be very, very interesting. Now, MJF has gave Cody the lashings. If you have seen that segment, it is uncomfortable. I'm sorry, my phone just went off. That is uncomfortable, and it's brilliant. I love it. Jacob Freeman is by far the most hated person in the entire wrestling business. Baron Corbin is nowhere near him. You want to talk about someone with heat? This guy can generate heat faster than a bunch of cowboys trying to loose up a calf. That that makes zero sense, but it came up in my mind. So, yeah, this will be a great match if they can pull it off. Cody is going to defeat Wardlow in the cage, and we're going to have the match, and MJF's going to be furious about it. But, most likely it will be for the AEW World Championship. Now, this is going to be interesting, because Jericho is the leader of the Inner Circle. He announced that Jeff Cobb is going to face Jon Moxley next week. If you have not seen Jeff Cobb, go to his stuff. He was Matanza Cueto. Ring of Honor. He's worked in the indie scenes. And PWG. That guy is phenomenal. That guy is athletic. He's got a great physique. He is money. And AEW just bought him. That is amazing. Now, Moxley, I want to say he will win. Because Jericho, let's be honest, Jericho's not been in the best shape. He needs to hold down on the bubbly a little bit. He has been working out. I do appreciate that. But you can only go for so long until your body gives up. With that in mind, I expect this to be a good match. I think Moxley should win because the build-up is pretty good, though it is kind of goofy. Yeah, I expect this to be a good match. I expect Moxley to win. If Moxley doesn't, then I don't know who Jericho will face. Maybe it might be a swerve and Cobb might turn on Jericho. It might challenge him for the title. I don't know. We'll have to see. So that's my predictions for AEW Revolution. Now we're going to go on to Takeover Portland, which this might be way, way better. Way better than Revolution. But we'll have to see. Because the card is stacked for this pay-per-view. So, we got Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair for the NXT Women's Championship. This might be a good match, but the problem is that I feel like this is being overshadowed by, Charlotte Flair, Rhea challenging Charlotte Flair since Charlotte won the Rumble. This might be overshadowed by it. But with that in mind, this might be a good maybe 10-minute match because Bianca's good in the ring. Rhea is on fire right now. She's like butter. She's on a roll. This might be a good match because Bianca, she might be called up maybe after Tampa Bay. We'll have to see. This match should be good. Now, we got a match that I will personally enjoy, because I love these two. Oh my god, just talking about it will make me smile. We got Keithley versus Takeover for the NXT North American Championship. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love these two in the ring. Oh my lord. You have to see these two in the ring. It is magic. These guys should not, I repeat, should not be able to move the way they should. These guys are... Imagine Mark Henry, but in a cruiserweight. Keith Lee. I swear to God, this guy, I don't know how he moves the way he moves. I just smile. I can't help it. Have to watch him versus Dominic Dijakovic. Watch him at any match. They wrestled in PWG a number of matches. Wrestled in NXT. And my phone went off again. And these two are probably going to tear it down for the NXT North American Championship. Oh, I forgot. Who's going to win the women's match? It's going to be Rhea, obviously. Bianca won't stand a chance, but it might be a good match. Lee should win. I love that guy moves like it's as smooth as butter. It's nice. It is amazing. Now, if Dijakovic wins, then what's going to do that for Lee? Because Lee just won the championship lately. So, Lee is probably going to maybe hold him on. Maybe. I would say hold it off. I would say he keeps the title maybe till May, and then he gets called up. And maybe Dijakovic might win the title, or maybe Priest will. I was thinking of Killian Dane, but he's doing better than he was in WWE, because my god, they did nothing with him in Sanity. I'm surprised Eric Young is still in the company by the way he's being treated. But yeah, this should be a really good match in my opinion. This will probably be one of the best matches of all time, of the night. Next up, we have Dakota Kai versus Tegan Nox in a street fight. Surprisingly, this was not a knee brace on a pole match. Haha, I'm funny. Do you get the joke? Yeah, street fight. This one will be interesting. I'm going to go with Dakota because if she wins, then she's possibly going to go into the feud with Ripley. And probably we're going to have that match maybe at Tampa. But I'm not 100% sure. That it might possibly happen at Tampa. If you let Tegan win, then that's going to devalue all the heat that Dakota Kai wins. So if Dakota Kai wins, then she's going to maintain all that heat and possibly and boost that into and give her momentum into challenging Rhea for the title. I don't know. This might be a pretty good street fight in my opinion. It might not be the best, but I think this will be a really good match. Next up, we have the Undisputed Era. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly versus the Broserweights. Matt Rose won the 2020 Dusty Rhodes. It's for the NXT Tag Team titles. This should be a good match. I like Riddle. The weed jokes and smoking jokes aside. Pete Dunne, very, very good in the ring. Fish and O'Reilly, how much Fish Get Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish knew. I think that's how it went. That was just dumb. That was a dumb segment. I think this will be a good match. Because Fish and O'Reilly, they're clearly they know their way around tag titles or tag teams. I'm gonna say the Broserweights win, because if you have that happen, maybe Undisputed Era might be called up, and that might be a great idea. I would say move them to Raw, because the tag team division on Raw is so strict. There is no one on that tag team division, neither on SmackDown. Excuse me, but that's here or there. I expect the Broserweights to win, but who knows? If they keep the titles on O'Reilly and Fish, then who's going to challenge them? I don't know. Next up, this might be probably the match of the year, in my opinion, if it goes right. We have Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano. Or Gargano, as some people would say. This match, I expect to probably go 20 minutes. If not, maybe more, but they might hold that off until the main event. This will probably be match of the year, or possibly one of the matches of the year. The rivalry, it's not long, not like Key and Dijakovic, but the story that they're telling is phenomenal. The split screen promo battle that they did was so good. It was so good. Check it out. I'm gonna let Finn win, because this will probably tie into the main event. I'm just gonna say Finn Balor wins. Now we're gonna talk about possibly the main event. If not, then Balor and Gargano might. No, it'll probably be Cole and Ciampa. Adam Cole versus Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT Championship. I want to say I'm going to pick Ciampa, because he lost the title that he technically never lost. He had to vacate it, and he wants Goldie back. That's what he calls the title. So this might be a good match. If Cole wins, then we might get Cole versus Balor. But here's the thing. We've already had that match on TV. So if Ciampa wins and Balor wins, you can set that up for Tampa. But here's the thing. If Ciampa wins and Gargano wins, they're going to have another match. I'm not saying I didn't like the matches that they had before. They have phenomenal matches. I just don't want to see another one. It's kind of like Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. We don't want another one. If Cole wins and he takes on Gargano, they're going to have another match, which we don't want to see again, because they've already had a trilogy of matches. So if it's Ciampa versus Gargano and Balor's in the mix, then we can have that trip at Tampa, and that might be a good match. So the possibilities are pretty endless. Or we can have a fatal four-way between Cole, Ciampa, Gargano, and Finn. So the possibilities are endless when you think about it. So I'm going to have Balor win over Gargano. So what between these two pay-per-views is, I think Portland's going to be better, just because of the star power that they have. And Revolution, I think they're going to add a couple more matches. Yes, MJF and Cody, Moxley and Jericho, those are probably the only two great feuds that they're having. Sorry. But yeah, looking at it, Revolution, they're still like planting a little bit of the seeds in it. Portland, however, I think is going to be very, very good. Just the star power and just looking at the card, I think this is going to be a Or not trans. Because it says translucent on there. This is going to be a fantastic card, and I expect Portland might be probably one of the best takeovers of already this year. This is the first takeover, and it already looks like to be a good match. Now, there's 6 matches. There's usually like 5 or 4 on every card, and this is the one where there's more than 4 matches, so good job, NXT. Good job. So those are my predictions for AEW Revolution and NXT Takeover Portland. What do you guys think? Put down in the comments what you think. Which pay-per-view might be better, and who's going to win the matches. So put down in the comments who you think is going to win. Thanks for joining in. I'm Boss Antelope 86. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell your grandma, your pet turtle to subscribe to me. I make great content, and I listen to my subscribers, and thank you guys so much for all the support that I need, because I love you guys with all my heart. I can't tell you how much that this channel has meant to me. All the support I've been getting. You guys have been there when I've been down. You guys are the best, and I appreciate you. So, with that in mind, I'm Boss Antelope 86, and I'm signing off. Red flannel. Boom.